onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's dropped behind the line. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brooks. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Handoff from the gun.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. from the gun. Running back gets to give. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. These corners going to give them some space. Going up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. What's the score? Louisville 7, Arkansas 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Green. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, you get him in third down, it's money down. You got him kind of bottled up. Everybody's covered down the field, and what does this do, dude? He makes magic. I mean, just scrambles around, gets the first down, and now sets himself up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Made it harder on themselves on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Green. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks. On to attempt to try. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He's looking for a man on second down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 15.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun to give to the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, what a move! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Green. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Louisville 14, Arkansas 7.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he made the read off of the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Brown has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Green. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's now 4th and goal.
From the gun. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arkansas! 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that.
And that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's James. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They'll try to snap it quickly. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Green. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the move. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Razorbacks have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
2nd down coming up. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Makes the catch. It's James. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Green. Feeling some heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On second down, wants to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Fakes his man out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Give to Brown. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They try to pop a run on the draw, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. And the Cardinals will move the sticks.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
It's one thing to execute